So today we're throwing the Man Without Fear versus the man who broke Batman's back. Daredevil versus Bane. One's got speed and agility, one's got pure physical strength. Who wins? Let's find out. As a child, Matt Murdock was blinded by radioactive waste while trying to save an elderly stranger about to get hit by a truck carrying the dangerous material. In turn, his other senses were heightened to superhuman sharpness, and he gained a form of radar sense. By day, he is a successful trial lawyer, but by night, he guards Hell's Kitchen as the Man Without Fear, known as Daredevil. Now, Daredevil is in peak physical condition and is surprisingly strong and durable. He has been seen easily swinging around using a 400-pound barbell as a weapon, and he can crack concrete walls with the sheer power of his punches or throwing his baton. Matt's whole thing is that he knows how to take a punch, and he has been able to take several punches from the Hulk, survive a multi-story fall from a building, withstood being caught on fire in napalm and nitroglycerin explosions. His greatest asset, though, is his speed and agility. He has been able to consistently dodge bullets and machine gun fire, even after the bullets had already been fired and at point-blank range. Daredevil is even great enough to swat away the bullets with his baton. He's also arguably the greatest acrobat in the Marvel Universe, although I would give that one to Spider-Man. Thanks to the accident, Matt's other senses were heightened to extremely superhuman degrees. He's able to hear everything within a 5-mile radius if he concentrates, can read simply by touching the ink on the page, and has so great a sense of smell that he can actually smell blood pressure rising. Then his radar sense is a form of echolocation that allows him to see what's around him and also gives him a 360-degree view of his surroundings. Daredevil is one of the greatest fighters in Marvel Comics, and is skilled in nerve strikes and martial arts like ninjutsu, jujutsu, judo, kung fu, aikido, and boxing. This blend of fighting styles perfectly blends his incredible strength and gymnastics ability. Then Matt also has his baton, which he's able to throw hard enough to crack concrete, and is skilled enough to ricochet off of basically anything. Finally, Daredevil is an excellent strategist and is smart enough to graduate valedictorian from law school at Columbia. Then in the other corner, we have Bane. Forced to serve a life sentence for the crimes of his father, Bane was born and raised in the underground prison Pena Dora. There, he forged himself into the pinnacle of physical and mental potential, all without seeing the light of day. Escaping to Gotham City, Bane pitted himself against Batman and became famous as the man who broke the bat. Bane has trained for years and years to be in perfect physical condition, and his strength, stamina, agility, and coordination are so great that he could possibly be compared to a meta-human, even though Bane is still just a human. He's also an expert fighter, having actually created his own fighting style in prison, and has defeated countless opponents throughout the DC Universe, even defeating Nightwing and famously breaking Batman's back. Bane is really known for his Venom drug, though, which is a strength-enhancing super steroid. By using this drug, Bane can enhance his already impressive strength to where he can lift 2 tons, but that depends on how large the dosage is. The Venom also gives him peak human speed, an accelerated healing factor, incredible stamina, and increases his durability to the point where bullets from most firearms only do superficial damage. But Bane didn't just train his body to physical perfection, but he trained himself to mental perfection as well. He is one of the most cunning and disciplined minds in the DCU, and is an expert in multiple different sciences, languages, and strategy and history. Bane has a photographic memory, which allows him to easily study and understand the actions and movements of an opponent. Unlike other intellectual villains, though, Bane is able to strongly focus on his goals without any obsessive tendencies clouding his judgment. He was even able to figure out that Batman was Bruce Wayne with little support or investigation. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, the way I see this fight, it's a whole lot like Daredevil versus Kingpin. However, here's the only catch to that. That's a problem. I've already made a Bane versus Kingpin video, in which Bane won. So since Kingpin has defeated Daredevil before, it's looking like Bane can beat the Man Without Fear as well. Let's talk about it first. Now, in terms of physicality, Bane is obviously stronger and more durable. He's able to lift multiple tons with Venoms and is durable enough to be essentially immune to bullets and firearms. They can only cause superficial damage. However, even though Bane is the edge in that department, Daredevil is pretty impressive in his own right. But where he really shines is his speed and agility. Matt is definitely faster, and he's agile enough to not get tagged a whole lot by Bane. Then with fighting skill, I'd also give the advantage to Daredevil. He's consistently shown more skill throughout the years, is skilled in more forms of martial arts, and has battled against a whole lot more foes with impressive fighting skills throughout the years. But Bane shouldn't be underestimated in this area, as he's developed his own unique form of fighting that's allowed him to defeat opponents like Batman and Nightwing. And we all know about the infamous Batman fight, but I want to focus on Bane's fight with Nightwing, because I would say that Nightwing and Daredevil are essentially counterparts from the Marvel and DC universe. So if Bane can beat Nightwing, then he can beat Daredevil. However, here's the problem with that. We actually gotta look at the fights. The first time around, Bane manages to prise Nightwing from behind and knock him out, while the second time, Bane landed a few good hits on Dick before Batman stepped in to take over. So while Bane did have the upper hand at both of those fights, the first one was just like when Bane snuck up on an exhausted Batman and broke his back. In no way is Bane sneaking up on Daredevil, thanks to his super senses and the radar senses that give him a 360-degree view of his surroundings. The second time around, even though it looked like Bane was winning, Nightwing was still ready to fight, but it didn't really play out long enough for us to see who would win. And besides, even though Daredevil and Nightwing were about as fast and agile, Matt is stronger and definitely more durable than Dick. But at the end of the day, I do believe Bane is strong enough and skilled enough to take down Daredevil. But I guess that means the real question switches over to whether or not Daredevil can beat Bane. And I'd say Daredevil could too. He's beaten Kingpin before, although, to be fair, it's going to be very difficult for Daredevil to physically attack Bane long or hard enough to put him down, regardless of whether he's got his baton or not. He has held off two members of the Wrecking Crew before, who are stronger and more durable than Bane, but while he comes out unscathed, he doesn't take them down either. There is one last thing I want to talk about here though. It's Daredevil's nerve strikes. Matt knows nerve strikes that can instantly knock someone unconscious, can blind someone, cause them pain similar to being burned, and can even instantly kill a man. Daredevil's been able to use these nerve strikes against superpowered individuals before, and the way nerve strikes work, they would injure Bane regardless of how much of him he has. So at the end of the day, this will be a tough fight for both of them, but I believe Matt is strong, fast, agile, and durable enough to at least survive against Bane, and what we just talked about, Daredevil's nerve strikes, are going to be what turns the battle in his favor. Daredevil wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single day.